How's it going, guys? This is your boy Hazzed, and today we're going to be doing a 7.1.5 Battleground on the Frosty Cave. Of course, we're going to be using the maximum burst spec. We're going to be running Murderous Efficiency, Freezing Fog, Avalanche, Gathering Storms, and Breath of Centricosa on our Talons Medallion, Reinforced Cadaverous, Necrotic, Death Chill, and Chill Streak. Now, the reason we're going to be playing this spec is basically we're going to be trying to generate the maximum amount of burst on a single target and the fastest amount of AoE pressure out of any of the burst specs. Now, if we have a lot of melee on the other team, we are going to see some insane damage and some insane AoE. If they're kind of spread out, it's going to be a bit less damage than you'd see playing something like the consistency spec. Also, the consistency spec is going to have a bit better chance of survivability, and I'll explain that more when we're testing out, of course, those specs in Battlegrounds. So what we're going to do with this, of course, is just go in and try to nuke some people as fast as possible. Now, I slowed down a couple of the clips here in the intro so you guys can check them out, and then, of course, we're going to jump into this Battleground.
Sat me. But what I am going to do is come in on this melee right here, blow cooldowns, get that bouncing, and this guy is dead before he even gets out of the stun. Are you kidding me? That burst.
It's who we are, it's what we do, we've come so far, and now we pay the price, so don't even cry. The world is breaking down, and I cannot leave the ground.
So, first 7.1.5 video looks like on the Frosty Cave is going to be in Arathi Basin. Of course, we're going in with that crazy Frost Burst spec. I'm going to try to be maximizing my burst damage. Then probably with the next videos, we'll probably switching up the spec and trying out different things and having a little fun with it and seeing what we prefer. Now, this spec is definitely going to be mainly just blowing up a single target as fast as possible, and it should deal quite a bit of AoE burst as well, as long as they're kind of clumped up. Now, these guys are quite spread out at the moment. It could be either very bad or very good. I'm actually going to trick that. I'm not going to let him mind control me through my burst. That is not going to happen, Mr. Shadow Priest. He's actually using cooldowns there, which I'm going to switch to this Boomy and continue my burst on him. I'm going to go ahead and finish that Boomy off and switch back to this Shadow Priest. Did we manage to kill both those guys almost within our burst? Even through the defensives? That was pretty wicked. If that was elongated spec, it would have been a lot easier to burst through both those targets. But of course, that was just kind of the maximized burst spec. Just ripping through people as fast as possible. Now, of course, we got our cooldowns down at this point. Looks like we have three of the 5 bases, so we're probably going to end up winning this one. But overall, the damage is definitely impressive as far as the breath spec is going. We did some pretty solid damage there. I do want to go up against some healers. Hopefully there are some in here and kind of compare that to their healing and maybe even try and push through some healers. That'll definitely give me a better view of what's going on. Now, if they're clumped up, like, of course, our, we didn't even cast off Chill Streak. There wasn't even multiple targets, so hitting an Obliterate instead of doing that would actually be pretty well as equivalent, so there wasn't really any reason to use that up there, so that was kind of depressing. But I really want to see it in an AoE situation. I may have to suicide ourselves into one of the other bases to actually see what's going on. It looks like farm, lumber mill, maybe? I don't know. We're chasing them off. They were thinking about pushing up here, and then they just kind of bailed. They're like, nope, we're cool. We're just going to go back to our original place. So we're going to go ahead and go hit up this base over here. I feel like there's going to be a big fight. There's got to be. All right, going across this river. There we go. Here we go, we got a Shadow Priest right here. We're going to go ahead and build up as much runic power as possible. And then, of course, we're going to... It looks like he already popped cooldowns. We're actually going to AMS. Is this guy AFK? Okay, this is going to be fun. We're going to do this to the AFK guy. We're going to burst him as hard as we can. The AFK guy just got absolutely exploded. Just absolutely shredded. Oh, my goodness. Like, if that doesn't tell you how insane the maximum burst spec is, that was just ridiculous. That guy's health just disappeared. I'm gonna heal up off this guy right here. Gosh, that burst is so wicked with this spec. Now, I'm also really excited to do the elongated spec, because in these fights like this where they're really spaced out, I can actually get the elongated spec to bounce really well between targets to deal quite a bit of damage. I'm going to LOS this guy here and grab this healing and get off into the corner for a second here to make sure I don't die. And then I'm going to get back in on this boom. You're going to get some death strikes on him. Got feared. Looks like Shadow Priest or something's going to be hitting. Yeah, it looks like Shadow Priest over here. Interrupting Shadow Priest to make sure he's not going to get those casts off. I'm getting hit, I think, by a hunter. So I'm probably going to go down here. But that burst was so nuts. All right, I'm going to cast off a little extra stuff here before I go down. Maybe even try to heal up a little bit. Maybe we'll put this hunter back down again with that damage. Hunter, go down. Ooh, eat it, Hunter. Gonna get back on this Shadow Priest. Looks like I got a rogue on me. This is gonna be major problems. I do have a heal right here as I come out, but I don't know if... yeah, I got back on this guy. Let's see if I can get through this Shadow Priest. Come on, big boy. I think I got him here. I don't think he has defensives. I am getting just focused by a lot, though, so I don't know if I'm actually gonna get this guy. He's got defensives. There it is. I thought there was. Actually, I got a Fire Mage. Interrupting that on that Fire Mage. That would have hurt really bad. Gonna go ahead and... try and stay alive. I'm just getting hit by so many people here. Yeah, no, no. Yep, okay. So I'm pretty stoked with the damage. I mean, overall, it's not bad damage. We're not using any consistency. This is just maximized pressure again. But as you can see, we're 5-1. Our damage is pretty high on top. I can imagine just rolling this spec is going to be fun. Like, we haven't had many clumped. Mainly the people we've been fighting is a lot of range. Now, if this was like close clump situations where there was a lot of melee on the other team or something, or you got were the one being focused by melee, or an arena situation where you're being focused by 2 melee, or you're focusing a healer and 2 melee are behind you, the damage is going to be absolutely ridiculous. Now, let's see if I can get these 2 guys close to each other, and then go ahead and throw out Chill to go ahead and bounce it. And I just absolutely destroyed that Shadow Priest with Chill and that going. I finally got off a Chill connecting with my breath there, and you guys can see the result of what happens to somebody who gets caught in both of those, and that percentage damage, and of course that chill streak damage. I gotta finish this guy off. He's a shifty shaman. You're gonna get gripped. Oh, Rage Frost Strikes. Nope, 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 nope. He thinks he's got it. He thinks he's got it. He ain't got it. I've got Rage. You're dead. Look, I think that Pally got the kill. How dare you? Give me freedom. No freedom? Alright, awesome. So we got 4 towers at this point. Yeah, we're definitely smashing this out. Yeah, he totally stole it. Nope, nope. Yeah, he did steal it. We got the other kill, though. Mine, it looks like mine's being hit. Meh, get a move on. Really wish there was more melee. Really do. But probably the next spec I'll be testing out, of course, I'll be taking a Horn of Winter. And probably Hungering Rune Weapon just to extend out the breath and see how many people we can kind of bounce off of. But I really want to test this out in close quarters, and that'll be nice. Nice little Zerker there, Mr. Shaman. All right, don't be greedy. Hold 3. Looks like that got hit. So nope. Where you going? Where you going, Hunter? Where you going, Hunter and Mr. Warrior? I'm getting sapped. Is this rogue gonna try and pick me off? Don't worry, I'll wait. It's not gonna happen, but okay. Alright, oh, he just wants to keep... Oh, look at that. He's trying to get Dagger in the Dark on me. He's gonna try and get that big opener. It's not gonna happen. I'm gonna get in combat. Now he can't actually sap me. But what I am gonna do is come in on this melee right here, blow cooldowns, get that bouncing, and this guy is dead before he even gets out of the stun. Are you kidding me? That burst, we just killed 2 people within that burst. That was absolutely insane. Procking up over 400k DPS at the moment. We finally got a fight where there was some good AoE. Oh my word, that was ridiculous. Look at the damage on the recount right now. What the heck? I told you, this spec is going to be wicked in AoE BG situations. I was so excited. I didn't even proc Dragon during that. Totally should have thrown Dragon. Like, it's been a while since I played this, since, of course, I progressed through normal EN using the Breath spec, and then they nerfed Breath spec again, and I was forced to switch over to the Consistency spec. for quite a while. And of course, in PvP, it ended up being quite a bit better. But as you guys can see, this specs, that was wicked. That was wicked damage right there. Oh my. Oh my, I'm gonna look at these charts real quick. Oh, we're still on top. We're 10-1. Like, we are just securing kills insane with this spec, with this crazy burst spec. Like, we were just putting them down. I really wish there was some healers on the other team. Are there healers on my team? Looks like we have a, okay, we have a Resto Shaman. Looks like a Resto Druid. So that's clearly a reason we're gonna be winning, obviously, right off the bat. But that burst was insane. All right, let's see what we got going on. I saw a bunch of horde down here. It looks like we're having a party on the roads right now. Hopefully I can stop this DK right there. Grip this guy in. I'm going to throw up some burst on these two. I got feared. Throwing up Chill, and it looks like he kited away, so Chill only bounced twice, and he's going to pop defensives and get away. If he would have stayed in close, I'm sure that would have been a pretty fast kill. I'm going to put this Shadow Priest down. Shadow Priest down. Ooh. Ooh, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. I can't wait to actually practice with this spec until I'm just like smooth as butter with that damage. So I'm definitely not smooth right now. Like, this is nowhere near as good. Like, that right there, that was terrible. That was a terrible time. But we did manage to save the breath a bit and land a kill with it. That was a terrible time to proc it. Like, I love watching and PvPing and being like, there's my mistake. There's my mistake. Why am I doing that? When I'm the one seeing me mess up, it makes no sense. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? We got 3 people here. I am not going to solo that. I don't even have cooldowns. I do have slight cooldowns. I'm just going to keep jumping backwards and taunting them. Hopefully they'll come out and play. You guys going to come out and play? Alright, what do we got playing? Well, yeah. They're thinking about it. They're thinking about it. There's 3 of you. You guys could jump me. You could try. But they know I'm going to blindside them. Wherever they go, I'm about to run into them. They're thinking about it. There's the tauntage. You want to fight Mr. Shaman? Okay, we'll fight Mr. Shaman. Okay, let's see what we can do to this Shaman. Shaman's definitely going to try and run away at this point. I do not got grip. I'm getting hit by a Hunter. And, of course, a couple other guys. We're going to go ahead and throw out Chill Streak on Shaman. Going to take Shaman down. Oh, Shaman's gonna go down, switching to, it looks like Enhancement Shaman's hitting me in the back. I may have to go after Hunter. Actually, I should be fine no matter what I focus at this point. Now, you see, my health is getting kind of low at this point, but I still got my IBF. And that's just what I'm relying on in the next couple seconds to full heal back up when I come out with some big damage on Shaman and cleave Hunter at the same time. Alright, pulling Hunter, and he's gonna go down. Looks like I actually got some good backup there, so I had it kind of planned out there to counter their burst when trying to kill me, because that Enhancement Shaman right there wasn't really sure what just happened. He was like, how come that Frosty K didn't die? Like, we see their plan. We saw their plan. They were surprising us. They were like, yo, we're going to jump this guy. We're all going to focus him, and then we can all laugh because we killed Hazzed. It didn't happen. It didn't happen, bro. Didn't happen. This Shadow Priest is going to hate me. Like, I can imagine on the video that this dude's going to be like, this is hell race. I hate you, Hazzed. Focusing me as a Shadow Priest. Yeah, I know. That is kind of a jerk move. I'll admit that. Getting on this Shaman. I'm going to hold him still, trying to catch up to him. Don't run away. Don't run away, Mr. Shaman. I'm going to trinket that, killing that Shaman. Or Totem. Finishing off this Enhance, actually. There we go. Alright, so this looks like it's going to be a pretty solid win for the most part. Nothing special going on here, guys. Just killing everyone in the battleground. I really want to do like a Temple at Kamogu with this, or with this spec. And just, you know, run into middle with both teams just kind of clashing. And try to explode with as much damage as possible. Because, like, one of the things I really hate about trying to make a commentary over a Wrathy Basin is how spaced out everything is. And you really just got to have a lot of filler conversation about whatever's going on. You know what I mean? Like, you're just going to sit here and be like, oh, God, I'm going to a base. But it's so spaced out sometimes. I mean, it's a fun battleground, don't get me wrong. But it is definitely probably one of the more challenging ones to actually make a commentary over for the most part. And of course, if it ends up being an equal game like we're seeing right now, it can even end up being pretty long. in the long run, we're not gonna burst this guy. He's just kind of smashing on whoever this is. I don't know. I'm just gonna let him die. I think it's a warlock. I'm not really worried about it. We need a bigger fight to burst. All right, what's next? Oh, are they gonna cap that? No, that's a horde. Okay, we're doing good. Looks like the other team might have actually given up at this point, which is, yeah. They'd probably give up at this point. I would have gave up too. What is hitting me? There's an unholy mutation that knocked me off my mount. That is just evil. That is pure karma right there for picking on that unholy DK. He defended mine. They are hitting farm. I'm going to go back for farm. Probably should have went more aggressive this match than trying to play defensive. But for some reason, instead of like trying to push my damage up for the most part, I've been feeling like I need to cap the flags. Maybe it's like, I don't know, trying to get that honor level cap or something along those lines. It doesn't make that much sense to me either. Alright, we're going to go into combat. We do have most of our burst up, so if we go into like a multi-person fight, we're just going to actually thrash them. Looks like we got this hunter again here, and we're going to get a multi-person fight, and hunters just take... Oh, we were going to smash him so hard! Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, the damage is pretty insane when it comes to the maximum burst spec, because we saw some of those people just got exploded. Anyone we actually got the burst off correctly on, the damage was just insane. Like, whew. Anyways, guys, leave a like on this video. Hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to test out some more specs here. I'm going to practice this one, of course. And until next time, this was your boy Hazzed.
The edge of the hellfire.